Good afternoon and welcome to the NBA Draft Lottery.
I remember driving up that day from Philadelphia. It was a long, long Sunday, I remember. There were 11 people there representing teams that had smuggled in a jersey with O'Neal on the back of it.
The 11th pick goes to the Houston Rockets.
As the lottery kept coming down, I will never forget the pressure that was building, simply because everybody knew what Shaquille O'Neal had the potential of doing for any franchise.
The third pick in the 1992 NBA Draft goes to the Minnesota Timberwolves.
I remember going to a sports bar, and we had our people at just a couple of tables, and all of a sudden that thing started coming down closer and closer, and you could feel the adrenaline and the excitement just rising.
The second pick in the 1992 NBA Draft goes to the Charlotte Hornets. And that means that the Orlando Magic were picked first in the 1992 NBA Draft. With the first pick in the 1992 NBA Draft, the Orlando Magic selects Shaquille O'Neal from Louisiana State University.
L'arrivée en NBA de Shaquille O'Neal fut l'un des événements sportifs les plus célébrés. Basketteur déjà adulé avant même de jouer en NBA, Shaq est accueilli à Orlando par une fête gigantesque.
Orlando Magic, could you hold please? Could you hold please? We've been bombarded with tons of calls.
Yes, these all have to deal with Shaquille.
We never expected the excitement and the attention and the hype.
Jack, could I please have an autograph, please?
Literally overnight, we went from being an expansion team to having the marquee player in the league.
Who'd you guys come to see tonight?
Et dès le début de la saison, Shaq devient un phénomène national.
The first NBA rookie to be named Player of the Week his first 7 days in the league. Shaquille O'Neal is playing even better in his second week.
Good pass to Cycli, and the dunk is turned back by O'Neal. A major league block by Shaquille. Look out!
He's the guy, the new kid on the block. I mean, it's like when Magic came in, and then when Jordan came in, and now Shaquille. He's going to be great for the league.
Williams rejected O'Neal!
Big time block.
He's going to be one of those guys that can carry a team, a franchise.
O'Neal runs the floor, takes it all the way!
He's a very amazing talent, and I think he's the future of the NBA.
O'Neal, another rebound. He has gone after him with a vengeance. No-look feed, Dennis Scott! No-look feed from the big fella.
Only the 5th rookie starting center in NBA All-Star history. Gee, who could that be?
You know him simply as Shaq. From the Orlando Magic, Shaquille O'Neal.
The fact is, Shaquille O'Neal is the next megastar in the NBA.
Slate. Okay, quiet, please. Roll him. Rolling. Action.
It's all real what he's doing right now. It's from Shaquille for real.
O'Neal, diving, saving. You gotta love that effort. We call him Shaq. Shaquille O'Neal.
Bien que rookie, Shaq produit une impression rarement égalée avant lui.
Having led all rookies in scoring, shooting percentage, rebounding, and blocks, Shaquille O'Neal today won Rookie of the Year award. 96 votes to 2.
When I retire and have children, I can tell my son, I was bad. I was bad.
Après une seule saison chez les pros, Shaquille est devenu plus qu'une superstar. C'est un phénomène. Il a fait un disque, joué dans un film, vanté les mérites d'une foule de produits, et il est connu dans le monde entier. À 21 ans à peine, il a géré tout cela comme s'il s'y était préparé toute sa vie. C'est d'ailleurs un peu vrai. Dès son enfance, il se prépare de diverses façons pour son avenir hors du commun. Fils de militaire, Shaq s'initie tout jeune à la vie de voyageur.
You just move place to place, went to different schools, have different friends, different cultures. You really couldn't keep a lot of friends because you would know when they would be leaving or when you would be leaving.
Mesurant 2,5 m à 13 ans, il ne s'adapte pas facilement aux situations nouvelles.
He was always self-conscious of his size. Tall as he was the biggest thing in the classroom. And he always would slump down and walk with his head down a little bit.
Shaquille was very awkward, and kids can be cruel, very cruel, because the name calling is going to come because you're different than the average child.
Mais Shaq trouve finalement un ami sur qui il peut compter, où que sa famille aille.
Spider-Man, Spider-Man. Cartoons, because every Saturday morning cartoons. No school, so you get up and watch cartoons.
I used to climb on roofs and act like I was Spider-Man, and when Fame was out, I used to dance around the house.
Shaquille wanted to be a Fame dancer one time. They had a little cardboard thing they put out in the back. They go out there doing the cardboard and do all this kind of stuff, and man, he could do it real good. He could do it real good.
Mais Shaquille ne fait pas le pitre seulement à la maison.
We had a conference in school. The shop teacher said, one day Shaquille's on the ground doing a break dance. He was spinning on the floor on his back and spinning up and dancing and shaking and everything. I said, hold it. Shaquille, come on, let's go. I want to talk to you for a minute.
At first, he did a lot of things that weren't necessary, like, you do things to make children like you. So he wanted to be a class clown. We had to teach him, when you go to school, you go to learn, and there's a time and a place for this.
Ses parents lui prodiguent discipline et conseils, mais il l'aide aussi à trouver un bon moyen de dépenser son énergie.
I started teaching him basketball, and he was tallest thing on the team then. And that helped a little bit because he would see how his height was to his advantage of everybody else.
Malgré sa bonne volonté, Shaquille n'est pas très doué à ses débuts.
My freshman year, I didn't make the team. I wasn't too good, so I had to play DYA. That stands for Dependent Youth Activities. That's for the younger kids who didn't make the high school team.
Sa carrière prend un tournant décisif lors d'un stage organisé par le coach de Louisiana State, Dale Brown.
After the clinic was over, I asked Coach Brown, I said, look, I'm 6'9", I need help, I can't dunk. And he reached in his bag and he pulled out some Nautilus equipment. And he looked at me. How long you been in the Army? I said, I'm not in the Army, I'm only 13. 13? Where's your father? And he met my father, and he kept writing me. I just kept playing, kept practicing. I got my first dunk in the game. My confidence was just raised to another level. I knew that I can do it.
L'année suivante, Shaquille prend confiance et améliore son jeu. Sa famille déménage à nouveau, cette fois-ci à San Antonio. Désormais, rien ne peut freiner son ascension. Dès qu'il entre sur le terrain, Shaq fait sensation. Avec une moyenne de 30 points et 20 rebonds par match, il fait du lycée Cole l'une des meilleures équipes de l'État.
Coach Madera, the basketball coach, he had one rule: get the ball to Shaq. If you don't want to get him the ball, then come sit with me on the sideline.
En 2 ans, Shaq offre aux Cougars 72 victoires pour une défaite et fait partie des lycéens All-American.
Gary, it's bye-bye to the Sean Elliott's, the Danny Ferries, and the Stacey Kings. But hello, everybody, Shaquille O'Neal.
Here's Shaquille,
the rejection.
He'll take it
I can't believe it. I can't believe it. It's a 7-footer. Are you serious? I really believe, without a doubt, Shaquille O'Neal has to be the best high school player in the United States.
Shaquille was amazing. Coach Moore and I would sit on the sidelines during a game, just grabbing each other's arms. Oh, God, did you see that? I can't believe that.
Redoublant de confiance, Shaquille assume facilement son statut de star.
What's been the secret to Cole's success this year?
Well, the secret is me blocking shots and getting rebounds and making my shots well. That's the secret.
Ravi de sa popularité, Shaquille se complaît dans son rôle de héros local.
He was one that was going to be a part of everything, and that's why I say he helped me out during the football season. He was my statistician. He walked the sidelines and scared the hell out of the opponents.
I went out into the gym and I was jabbing around with him out there, and he just picks me up and just presses me up over his head and just holds me up there. It's probably the most helpless feeling I've ever had in my life. But it's all in good fun, and he always kid around with these older kids, took care of the younger kids, and he really took lots of things on his shoulders to make this a little bit better place to be.
En terminale, Shaq offre à son lycée un cadeau d'adieu, le titre de champion de l'État. Une conclusion parfaite à son séjour triomphal à San Antonio. À présent, il est prêt pour d'autres aventures. En 89, 4 ans après sa rencontre avec le coach Dale Brown, Shaquille arrive à LSU comme l'une des meilleures recrues du basket universitaire. Et son équipe ayant 2 futurs candidats de choix pour la NBA, Chris Jackson et Stanley Roberts, Shaq doit attendre son tour pour se distinguer.
In high school, my role was to rebound, score, block shots. But when I got there, my role had changed, and I had accepted that. And then the next year, Chris left early. And Stan had an academic problem, so I was all by myself.
Shaq sait que son heure est arrivée. Il est prêt.
Oh, what a pass! Oh! Good fake by O'Neal. Oh, Shaq, you're unbelievable!
En deuxième année, Shaq devient aussitôt le joueur le plus dominant du pays.
He's going to take a right at Shaquille. Blocked by O'Neal.
Sacré joueur de l'année, il attire l'attention de tout le pays.
Oh my goodness, are they going crazy? That was serious. That ought to make the ESPN plays of the week. Oh man alive. Oh.
Shaq est devenu la plus grande attraction du basket universitaire et il accueille les médias comme de vieux amis qu'on retrouve.
In high school, I was used to the media coverage, so it wasn't that new to me. I just took it in the same perspective. City media coverage, national media coverage, you just have to, do the same things.
Happy birthday to me.
Et comme au lycée, Shaq goûte chaque minute de sa célébrité.
I saw his playfulness after he came. He's a playful guy. He's a big old gentle giant, really. I can remember going into his dorm room and he'd be doing that deal they do with their records and spinning and doing stuff with the headsets on. He'll see a game at a fraternity. He'll stop his car and get out and play with the guys.
Pendant que Shaq profite au maximum de cette période, les spécialistes s'intéressent à ses projets en NBA.
NBA prospects.
Throughout his sophomore year, speculation started to grow. Will this be it? Will he turn pro after this year? But he liked college. It was a good time for him.
Something, man.
En troisième année, Shaq est confronté à un aspect moins plaisant de la célébrité.
Down to O'Neal. And Shaq wants to power up with a shot. Does and gets it. Why there was no foul there, I cannot tell you.
Désormais le joueur le plus en vue du pays, il est constamment assailli par des joueurs un peu trop zélés.
And Shaquille O'Neal was fouled hard.
Not a tree, I may be tall like one, but I ain't a tree. And gotta keep those guys off me. I don't like people jumping on my back.
They didn't double down, they tripled down. They had 3 players around him and he still got the shot off.
The thing that frustrated me was that I was allowed to be pushed, but I couldn't push back. I like getting bumped. I like getting elbowed. I like getting pushed. But if someone's gonna push me, I want to push them back.
Trop puissant pour se défendre sans risquer de blesser un joueur, Shaq est forcé de se retenir. Il continue à dominer, mais son fameux sourire est souvent absent. Et en fin de saison, une décision difficile l'attend.
What should I do? Should I come out or should I stay? My father just said, look, you're a man. You handle yourself well. Think you're ready. Whatever you want to do, I'm behind you. He said, if you're not having fun, then it's time to move on.
I, Shaquille O'Neal, after careful deliberation, have decided to forego my senior eligibility at LSU.
I think the experience was very much needed, but now I'm ready to take what I've learned on with me to the NBA.
Peu de stars universitaires ont été aussi préparés à affronter la NBA que Shaq lorsqu'il quitte LSU. Mais la Ligue change et même Shaq ne peut imaginer ce qu'il attend. En 79, Magic Johnson et Larry Bird, en commençant leur carrière, ont apporté à la NBA une popularité sans précédent. 5 ans plus tard, Michael Jordan devient lui aussi une superstar doublée d'un phénomène culturel. Au cours de l'été 92, ces 3 mégastars remportent la médaille d'or avec la légendaire Dream Team, marquant ainsi l'intérêt mondial pour la NBA, mais également la relève de la garde. Après les Jeux, Bird et Magic se retirent. Un an plus tard, Jordan fait de même. La scène ne pouvait être mieux préparée pour Shaquille O'Neal.
Let's face it, Shaq has come along at exactly the right time when the sport was hungry for a visible figure who could serve as that role model and as that Pied Piper figure, both on the court and off it.
Toujours à l'aise devant le public, Shaq profite au mieux de cette chance unique.
Me and my attorney, Leonard Armato, we sat down, we worked out a plan, and before anything, I signed a trading card deal. And then I signed with Kenner Toys. We met with Nike and Reebok, but Reebok gave me the opportunity to have my own shoe line, so I couldn't turn that down. I just told Leonard Armato to get it done, and we got it done real quick.
Avant même de jouer son premier match pro, Shaq a déjà un nom illustre. Dès ses débuts en NBA, tous les regards se tournent vers Orlando pour voir si O'Neal peut relever le défi. À la surprise générale, il dépasse toutes les espérances.
Now the Magic with a final shot chance. O'Neal runs the floor. O'Neal. O'Neal from style. Look at that. That's what I wanted to see. O'Neal. Oh, boy. Oh. My goodness.
Rookie audacieux, Shaq domine d'emblée et arrive dans la NBA comme un véritable ouragan.
I was taught by my father, never let anyone push you around or dog you out, so to speak. So I had to come in with the vengeance and to let the 26 other teams know that I play hard and I play to win.
Shaq ne tarde pas à clamer ce message haut et fort.
Big human being. He's a big, powerful human being.
Shaquille O'Neal with a power move.
The league just I haven't seen anything like him ever before.
The Shaq went to the rack, and he took everybody with him.
That was nasty.
People think that just because you're 7 feet, you should have that power. You know, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar didn't come in like that. Even Wilt didn't come in like that. So, I mean, he is unique.
Transition. Oh, what a dunk. Hey, look at him look back at Mourning.
He is ferocious. He go hard, man. I'm saying, how could usually them big guys, you know, they want to be gentle.
He cannot handle Shaquille O'Neal.
O'Neal. Ewing looks as if he was punched by a right cross.
Oh, he's rough.
A little louder. Not so. O'Neal clearly the villain tonight. Follow jam, and he came with his heavy lumber on that one. Oh, baby.
Every time he got the opportunity to make the other team pay by dunking on their heads, he did it.
Whoa, that was a manly move. Oh, that's sure.
I think we're going to see a lot of Shaq virus around the league. People are going to come up and say, I don't think I want to play against this guy tonight.
Shaquille écrase toute la ligue et l'émerveille en même temps, grâce à un style spectaculaire qui impressionne autant ses fans que ses adversaires.
Shaq is putting on a show. He is putting on a show.
No, it's okay to make faces to the crowd, get the crowd going a little bit.
And even Shaquille was impressed with that one. Oh, my.
try to have fun.
He's this massive Hulk, but when he turns that smile on, he becomes this endearing person. You know, it's this dichotomy of personalities. Is he this big, mean, 7-foot, you know, guy, or is he just this little pussycat?
Hi, Mom, Dad, Grandma, love y'all.
We'd be stretching, let's say, right before practice, and all of a sudden he'd start doing a break dance, and I mean, out of nowhere, and you know, just break everybody up.
I mean, he's born for that. I mean, he's just, to him, that's, the entertainment is the game, Shaq.
Look at Shaq. Look at his face.
Yeah. It's just something that goes through me. I don't know what it is. I can't control it.
I think he loves entertaining people, and he can go out and not be afraid to mask his talents, really let who he is shine through, and do it without any veneer or without any hypocrisy.
Mais Shaq ne fait pas le spectacle uniquement sur le terrain. Il le fait aussi devant la caméra.
Let's reenact it for just a little bit. I know I don't look like Bill Russell, but what's the password?
Don't fake the funk on a nasty dunk. Bye.
Great going, Shaquille O'Neal.
When I was doing a column on him his rookie year, he called me, which was, first of all, unique. And every answer, I was more amazed what kind of kid he was. You know, he was messing with me the whole time we were doing this thing. It was totally unrehearsed, totally spontaneous.
I think if I ever stop having fun, time for me to do something else, like take over your job.
You think you could do my job?
Yeah.
You'd probably help its creativity.
For real.
Yo,
it's on?
It's on.
Make sure it's on.
All right, what's up?
Before anybody talks to me, they have to sign right here. Come on, just sign right there.
Now I know this is a gag, so.
He thrived on being a public person, being accessible to the media, and there were times, and I spoke to him often about it during the course of the year, that if this was getting too much for him, that I would do, along with the organization, anything we could to tone it down. But he said, no, I kind of like this, you know, it kind of keeps me going, keeps my adrenaline going, and I kind of felt him getting a boost from all of the, quote, distractions outside.
Les longs samedis matins du jeune Shaq devant la télé commencent à payer. Il a suivi la culture populaire pendant des années et il est prêt à en faire partie.
Someone asked me who my favorite rap group was. I said Fushnikins. Then they asked me to come rap with them on the Arsenio Hall show. I did.
Can we rock? Yeah. What's up, Doc? Can we rock? Yeah. What's up, Doc?
It was phenomenal. Like the next day, their phones lit up at the job. Everybody was like, "Oh, Shaquille! Did you see Shaquille?"
Now slam that camera and make sure it's broke. Yeah.
I guess Jive, the record company, like what they saw, and they offered me a little record deal.
1 million albums. First professional athlete ever.
On s'arrache les talents de Shaq sur le terrain et en dehors.
Nick Nolte, Mary McDonnell, and Shaquille O'Neal.
I remember telling my husband, and I have a scene with this guy. He's, I guess, a really great basketball player. He's very young. Neon, please try not to step on the children.
Okay, all right.
My husband said Shaquille O'Neal. I said, yeah, that's him.
Shaq gomme la frontière entre l'athlète et l'homme de spectacle.
You know, everywhere that we go on the road, it's like traveling with a rock star because the crowds of people gather. It's amazing.
It's immense. I mean, I have a home in Indiana in a very remote area, and I thought, you know, I'll get away, you know. And so I go back and I run down to the little corner grocery store. It's a town where there isn't even a stop sign. It's so small. Going to the grocery store and there's a life-size poster of Shaquille O'Neal. I mean, it's crazy.
He is a worldwide phenomenon. And really, overnight, he became that person. And it's just this train, you know, express train going down the track, and it just continues to gain momentum.
En un an, Shaq est devenu un phénomène médiatique sans précédent. Mais ce nouvel élan de popularité soulève de nouvelles interrogations à son sujet.
Everybody was thinking, well, Shaq's making albums, Shaq's doing this, you know, what about his game, what about his basketball game, you know?
Doing this movie, I'll be doing commercials, I'll be going to New York.
Why not be shooting free throws when you're shooting the movie, you know, or why aren't you working on another move when you're doing the rap album?
Shaquille O'Neal has a $40 million contract to play basketball. He also raps, acts, and has a new Shaq attack. But some say this 21-year-old is doing too much.
George Gervin said one thing one time about Shaq is that, you know, you can't do both of them. You can't rap and you can't play basketball. So he's going to have to make a decision on whether he wants to play basketball or do he want to be a rap singer.
Well, all those Shaq bashers out there said Shaq had no finesse. They say Shaq had nothing but a dunk shot.
Everybody has a black on Shaquille. Well, Shaquille is good, but...
They said he spent too much time on movies and rap albums.
Well, Shaquille can do this, but...
The man's only 22 years old. He's got a rap album.
Where were you when you were 22?
I was out on the court trying to improve my game.
Bien que beaucoup doutent de son engagement sportif, Shaq ne perd pas de vue ses priorités.
My plans of being a professional basketball player, I did not say to myself, I'm going to be a rapper too, I'm going to be an actor too. Those things just came my way, and I just took advantage of those opportunities. And I just said to myself, I'm going to stop reading articles, I'm going to stop looking at the articles. I was a good player, I played hard, all the other things are irrelevant.
Dès le début de la saison 94, il est prêt à prouver que les sceptiques se trompent.
My second year, I just said to myself, as long as I'm with this team, with this organization, I have to improve every year.
Il montre d'emblée que le modèle 94 est équipé d'un nouvel arsenal offensif.
Boy, he's playing a game on a different plateau right now.
If you've merely just watched the tapes of year 1 to year 2, you'll see a totally different basketball player offensively.
Shaq fights his way through, slides past the basket and hits.
Well, this guy is making giant strides.
Oh, yeah.
His first year, you know, he'd catch it. The only thing he wanted to do was just take it to the rim and dunk it. You know, I think he worked a little bit. He added a little bit of a jump hook. He had a little bit better moves down in the post.
And he's gotten better, folks. Just think in another couple of years what he'll be like.
Manquant pratiquement à loisir, Shaq fait rapidement taire les critiques.
I thought there was a lot of Shaq bashing that was unjustified. I really don't believe that everybody understands, you know, what type of work he did during that first summer. Even when he was on location shooting the movie and in the studios recording, he took the first 2 hours of every day to work on his basketball game.
En février, Shaq a déjà gagné sa deuxième sélection dans l'équipe All-Star. Et Orlando est en seconde place, juste derrière les New York Knicks dans le classement de la division Atlantique. Les jeunes Magic vont jouer leur premier vrai test en playoff et Shaq est prêt à porter son équipe.
This is not a guy who, you know, kind of has to take it or leave it, you know, give me my $20 million a year for my salary and endorsements or whatever, and you know, let me go on with my life. I mean, he wants to win.
Shaq est bien décidé à faire entrer les Magic dans l'élite de la NBA et montre qu'il ne s'en laissera pas compter.
Hardaway spins away from Workman, whips to O'Neal, a lot of contact, trickled off the iron. Ball loose, O'Neal saves to himself, leads in left hand, rimmed it out. Oh, what hard work by the big fella. Great work. I mean, that's just great work.
If you're down by one and the ball is like by the end line, and it's only one way to go after it, and that's down on the floor. Got to do it.
Avec Shaq, pour exemple, les Magic défendent leurs espoirs de playoff avec férocité.
I mean, when you see the star doing it, I mean, you got to say as the, you know, second or the 12th man is, you know, if Shaquille can do it, I know I have to do it.
I think Shaq is really, he's been a real leader here tonight. His effort's outstanding.
He took me on his wing. You know, like if things went wrong, he'd tell me. If I played good, he'd come up and say, man, you played good. You know, and that meant a lot to me. You know, I never told him, but it did mean a lot to me when he was doing that.
Oh, he's on a mission. 29 points and 11 rebounds.
D'autres jeunes équipes auraient pu fléchir, mais Shaq est persuadé que les Magic tiendront.
In practice sometime around March, we would ask him to take some days off of practice, and he just shakes his head and say no. And, you know, me being a player, I just figured he would hit the wall at some point, but he never did.
Alors que la fin de la saison approche, il est clair que le labeur de Shaq a payé. Les Magic ont accompli la meilleure saison de l'histoire du club et gagnent leur premier voyage en play-off. Shaq est désormais considéré comme un des meilleurs basketteurs.
I hope Shaq stands up and gives a bow. He's well deserved, and he does.
Shaq conclut sa saison remarquable avec classe. Mais à présent, les coriaces Indiana Pacers l'attendent en play-off.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Magic Basketball. The Magic tonight will see postseason playoff action for the very first time.
Grisés par leur réussite en fin de saison, les Magic préparent sereinement les playoffs.
We were real confident. We just said we beat Indiana before. We know what we had to do. We were well prepared, and we just went out and played.
Au début du premier match, Shaq donne l'avantage aux Magic.
Flips it up, Davis rejects, O'Neal catches, 2 to shoot, whips it to Rollins, yes!
Woo! Man. Everyone on Orlando making the extra pass. Beautiful basketball.
Rebound knocked out, Workman lost to Hardaway. Here is Shaq, baby! 51-36.
They're on their feet in Orlando.
Mais en seconde mi-temps, l'enthousiasme des Magic cède face à l'expérience des Pacers.
Miller with the lead for Davis. Beautifully timed.
Turnover right is starting to catch up to the Magic, only a 6-point game.
Peu avant la fin du match, Orlando ne mène plus que de 2 points. Et les Pacers comptent sur un ultime exploit.
Scott rips it over to Miller. 5 seconds left in the game. Open Byron Scott for 3. Gone! Byron Scott hits a 3. And the Indiana Pacers have stolen one from the Orlando Magic. 89-88.
Un panier suffit aux Pacers pour ravir à Orlando l'avantage du terrain et son bel enthousiasme.
He was beside himself after game one because I think it really took the confidence away from the team. They knew they were in trouble at that point. They were very young. They were vulnerable, and he knew how bad it was.
Au second match, les pires craintes de Shaq se réalisent. Il tente d'emmener seul Orlando à la victoire, mais ce défi se retourne contre lui.
A season low of 15 points for Shaquille O'Neal.
Indiana just double-teamed him and hung on him, and you know that's the way the playoffs are. But I think it was frustrating for him because you know we were expected to go right through that series.
The Indiana Pacers take a 2-0 lead in this best of 5 series.
Le troisième match se jouant dans l'Indiana, les Pacers entendent bien conclure et Shaq lui-même ne peut les en empêcher.
Here's Miller. Indiana leads.
He was doing everything he could do offensively and defensively to try to help pull the team through, but it just couldn't be done.
Indiana to move on for the first time in the history of this franchise.
Well, I think there was a high level of frustration. He was very emotional after the loss in Indianapolis. It hurt him very deeply, and he showed it.
He felt that everything was his fault, of course, because he is our star on the team. He is the man, so to speak, and I think he took a lot of it on his shoulders why we lost. We're kind of upset. We didn't go as far as we would have liked to have gone. And I was a little bitter about that. So we just had to, shake it off and just said to ourselves, we got to come back next year harder.
Mais Shaq a peu de temps pour se consoler. Il a été sélectionné dans la Dream Team 2. Et il part à Toronto pour participer au championnat du monde de basketball. Jouant pour une équipe américaine pleine de talent, il pourrait aisément se laisser aller, mais Shaq se consacre entièrement à sa tâche.
He set the tone for our training camp early when I taxed the players and I pushed them, and he was right out there in the front leading the laps as we took them and things like that. That really helped me a lot.
You know, you expect big guys, make a lot of money, get a little spoiled, be young and a little bit immature, but the guy worked as hard or harder than anybody on the team.
Those are, big, strong guys that you have to practice against every day. And we went hard at it for a whole month.
Oublions sa déception au playoff, Shaq apporte plus à l'équipe que sa seule rigueur.
Check out this body.
Hey, come on, man.
Get out of here. Get out of here.
Get out of here. What are you doing? He certainly was the life of the party every time we were together in a group setting.
He's just a fun guy to be around. He's very talented. He keeps laughing. He tells stories. He raps. Everybody knows he's a rapper.
Man, at 1:30, wake up at 8:30. They're talking dirty.
He just make up raps as he goes.
Zoe, I need a heartbeat. Need that beat, man. Last go round.
Zoe would give the beatbox, with his mouth.
He went down the line and said a rap about every particular player on our team.
I watched me bust this like Dave Justice, took Holly Berry from me. Yes, he did, dummy. I got like Reggie. Pull my jaws, former Reggie. Coleman, Derek like Coleman. Larry like Johnson. Charles like Bronson. Don't whiff. Bring more heat than Steve Smith. I bring more thunder than Dan Marley. Cause I'm not sorry. Bring that beat back. I'm Charlie like Graham. I don't sing the national. That's it. Keep going, Shaq. Keep going.
He kept everybody loose. It was fun being around him. He's just a fun guy, and he's a big kid. He's a big teddy bear, and you can't help but like it being around a guy like that.
Au moment d'entrer sur le terrain, Shaq est prêt. Et personne n'est plus concentré que lui.
I know that everyone expected us to win, but there was a lot of people waiting for us to lose. So we had to play extra hard, and we had to do everything right.
And again, the United States looks to run. Shaquille with his own version of the slam dunk competition.
They have no answers for that. Just give Shaquille the ball.
If you get in his way and he's coming in there like that, they could get hurt. No, really. They could get hurt.
Shaq, look at this. The power. Shaquille O'Neal.
Does the team get worked up on the bench when Shaq was in one of those killer dunks?
You see everybody jump up and down.
Watch this. Look out. Coast to coast.
The game just totally turns around when Shaq's in the game.
Montrant une puissance et un flair unique, Shaq stupéfait le public international.
Look out, here comes Shaquille. Shaquille O'Neal.
Dans cette équipe de superstars, Shaq apparaît naturellement comme un leader et devient ainsi facilement son porte-parole.
It was a little bit more hectic because there was international media there, but we were all there for the same cause. That was to win a gold medal and represent the USA. And we did it, and we did it well.
What a home by Shaquille O'Neal.
There's just no one that physically can even come close to challenging him.
And the United States has won the gold. And that man, Shaquille O'Neal, was unstoppable right throughout the tournament. Named most valuable player.
It was a good honor to my family, my organization, and my team members. It meant a lot to me too. Dream team too. Good feeling.
I'd like to welcome you to the premiere of Shaq Blue,
And ladies and gentlemen, the man that needs no introduction, the superstar of the night, the hour, the city, the world, Orlando, Shaquille O'Neal.
Shaq n'a pas besoin de forcer son talent, sa célébrité semble croître d'elle-même.
This record takes Shaq to another level. His music has a message now, and the message is very simple. You know, be the best you can be, and don't let anyone tell you you're a failure, but believe that you can be a success.
Shaq a relevé avec succès tous les défis que lui a imposé sa popularité croissante, étant à la fois un exemple pour tous ses fans et l'ambassadeur de la NBA auprès de milliers de fidèles à l'étranger. Tout cela avec grâce et bonne humeur.
This is how people try to get at me. Look.
Mais si la célébrité de Shaq grandit d'elle-même, les espérances du public grandissent aussi.
Can he be the best center ever? Can he become that?
Il ne se bat plus seulement contre d'autres joueurs. Les spécialistes débattent déjà du nombre de titres qu'il peut gagner et le jauge par rapport au critère le plus strict, celui de l'histoire.
He's a force, and old-timers, even older than me, don't want to admit it, but this is Wilt in the 90s. Get used to it, folks, because that's what he is.
Même chez les habitués des projecteurs, ce type de pression peut faire des victimes.
When you're dealing with success, there's always going to be higher expectations from year to year. But I think what's very important to Shaquille is he must set his own expectations and live up to those. Because I believe if he lives up to his own expectations, he's going to surpass any other expectations that people may have for him.
Jusqu'ici, c'est exactement ce qu'a réussi à faire Shaq.
The big fella hits a bomb.
Many do surprises me now, you know. Whatever nothing does, he does surprises me.
And it's the first time someone has actually come out and averaged almost 30 points a game, 13 rebounds, 4 or 5 blocks a game, play every single game, take your team to the playoffs, made a movie, made a rap album, made a home video. Maybe he is Superman.
Plus que des super-pouvoirs, Shaq aura surtout besoin de sa capacité à prendre du recul. En poursuivant son chemin de superstar, il pourrait facilement se perdre. Mais Shaq semble à nouveau bien préparé pour ce défi, car il possède un don certain depuis l'enfance, celui de toujours savoir qui il est et où il va.
His style of making the most out of the situation, he has incredible marketing instincts. You know, recently he jammed his toe in practice, and so he shows up the next day and he had painted his toenails red.
It's a new look for me. I think red is my color.
Shaq doesn't have to act like a personality. He just is a personality. And so he's really just being himself. And so all those things just go along with being Shaquille O'Neal.
Thanks, Shaq. Thanks for the hat, man.
I did an interview with him out in California, and I said to him, how, at age 22, are you so mature, you're able to deal with all this adoration, you know, all the pressures? And, you know, his answer was that it's just, he does it by common sense.
Okay. Love you too.
He understands who he is. He's very well grounded. I think he's a guy who's going to make the NBA proud for a long time.
He's a young man who knows where he came from, why he's here, where he's headed. But I think above all, he understands the importance of seizing the moment, of seizing the day.
I'm a real simple person, and I don't think about what's going on. Don't read my own articles. Don't forget where I come from. Because this thing that's going on right now, it's not going to go on forever. So you just have to, you know, stay real.
Whenever you're ready.
Blue Chips, my movie. Shaq Fu to Return, my next smash CD. And this is my new Shaq trainer. And now, check out my new video.
Like Shaquille, like Shaquille, like Shaquille, like Shaquille, like Shaquille, like Shaquille, like Shaquille.
Shaquille with the fake. Oh, Shaquille O'Neal.
Look at Shaq.
Like Shaquille.
Sometimes I rhyme slow, sometimes I rhyme quick. Wake up in the morning, shave my head with Bic. Trip. So I could live happily ever after. Right now I'm setting that up by being Hooper/rapper. But there's so many obstacles, no time to kill. Pass the pill so I can pay my bills. You see, I checked myself back in '93. Can't nobody be me but me.
Oh, inside, doesn't get it. O'Neal grabs it home. Rejected by O'Neal. Right over the
Nobody
red
be me but me.
O'Neal bangs into a double team, dunks. Mason had it blocked.
O'Neal blocks it again.
Can't nobody be me but me. Fame and fortune and fame. Walking down the street, brothers know my name. But I can't get caught up in the act. No matter what you say about me, I'm still the same old Shaq. Age 22, I can't cope. My name is on the walk of fame like Bob Hope. No mistakes allowed when I'm in the crowd. Lucille said, hang your head, but hang it proud. Like the Dennis Williams, gotta be free. I surely can't be you, so I'ma be me. Can't nobody be me but me.
O'Neal lob from Scott.
Can't nobody be me but me. Don't be alarmed, cause Shaq drops the bombs. I'm setting off car alarms from here to Vietnam. I got you cryptids mad and upset. Age 22, own private jet. The things you say don't make no sense. Shaquille O'Neal, little warrior prince. Followed his dreams like the king. Cash rules everything around me. Cream got the money, but money ain't all that it seems. I just wanna rap and dunk on the better team. Shaquille's the real deal, can't you see? I got this way by being me.
Kept it alive himself. Leads in, though. Another rebound. And this time he hammers it home.
Can't nobody be me but me.
George. Shaq follows it with a slam.
Driving to O'Neal for the dunk.
Can't nobody be me but me.
This right here is a knucklehead ritual. This right here is called the tight fade slap. Every time you get a tight fade, you gotta get a slap. I'm first. Right? Yeah.
Yeah. This is everybody's free bus. This is everybody.
A lot of guys in the league getting bald heads. I didn't want to look like them, so I came with a new style, the Isaac Hayes shaft look. That's nothing but the sideburns on the side. And I always touch them up for good luck. You want to touch them up there?
Oh, just you wait.
I call it the Steve Kuntz theory. That's just go out, play hard, do your job, try to have fun, try to intimidate the other opponents.
Were you looking to put on? Wrap it up.
Make sure there ain't no pigeons up there.
Like a gigantic Urkel.
Can I do man? Can I do man?
Do you want me to shoot it?
No. For you guys, you were so disappointed.
Do you want me to pass it? Do you want me to slam?
Oh my, oh my.
The world's greatest entertainer was at Shaq's house yesterday. Shaq told me himself. My name is Pinky Lee, by the way. This is my restaurant. You need to come by. It's on Amelia. You know where it's at. Pinky Lee's. Come by and get you a good old meal.
How do you know Shaq?
I know him. Yeah, 10 minutes. Thank you. Is it free? Oh, it's free? Okay. Make it 20 minutes then. Take your time. If it's free, take your time. Okay? And remember, I ordered the big breakfast. You see these sideburns? He got them from me.
He saw me with these sideburns. He was trying to hit on me, but I wouldn't give him no play. But he saw my sideburns and he just wanted to have the sideburns just like me.
So why didn't you give him any play?
Because I'm married. My husband's right there. Colton, come here, please. That's my husband.
I'll be okay. I'll be back. I'll be back. Shaq will be back. See ya.